If there was a CCC team that was going to start a camp-based model today, the most important thing I think for them is to be able to first identify where they would start this camp-based model. Are there enough children in that community? Make it impactful enough. The district is like 600, 700 square kilometers, and we may have only 5 children in that area. But when you have 30, 40, 50 children in a particular area, it becomes easier to be able to plan services for a community.
I can give you an example that, when we go and see cleft patients, there will be a person from the school, a teacher who will bring, can you see this boy also? I involve them. I said, yes, we can see. If you identify more children like that, bring them to me for the next camp.
Second is, do your team members have enough exposure to comprehensive care? Each one of us is an expert in what we do. But do I know how to work in a community-based level?
The professional team at the tertiary care hospital spends a lot of time in developing materials to train the grassroots level workers, and we dedicate our time to only train the resources at the community, and we empower them on what needs to be done, what is their role. If they see a child with a cleft lip and palate, what they should do, whom they should contact, how they should be in touch with them. So by doing this, we have identified and trained over 200 people effectively in these communities where we work.
And do I know how to collaborate with my team members? That is, to me, is the second most important thing.
We have an independent health administrator. We have an independent platform to document information. Now, we do have a model which is completely all process oriented, and we try to identify time points and then bring team meetings much closer and much easier. We have identified if we have to take a patient here, every record of that patient here should be ready. The professional involved should be able to identify what is the need and document it clearly. So when we go for camps, if the dental team goes for a camp, they have a set of patients whom they should see.
The third one is to set up goals which are at least for a year ahead of time. Be extremely flexible about what you would want to do. Be innovative, but have the larger goal in mind.
We have failed on that miserably on our initial days to be able to communicate what A, B, C wants, but we have learnt from our mistakes. We have done a lot of changes, and then we have been flexible.
When we started, for example, not one of our children had a phone. The only way we could contact them was through a community worker who had to sometimes travel 20 kilometers on a bike to inform a child there is a camp the next day. Now, 15 years later, we can call the child directly on the phone.
When we want to go for a camp and patients do not show up, immediately we will change the camp into a field visit. Our workers will help in going to homes, connect to them. We will identify patients who have not followed up. We will identify patients who need more help and understanding. When there is no power, we go and ask people, can we use your space? Can we move our camp to environment A to environment B? That is a kind of collaboration. When you do that, the locals know that you are coming and doing work.
Especially when you are getting funding from external source, your accountability is very important. I think thinking ahead is a really important process. Sometimes funding goes completely off track. Sometimes other things will impact. So to be innovative is really important. Flexible, innovative, and collaborative is important.